brick by brick. We are here. We are live. We are back. It is what it is. We here. What's up, man?
That's good.
Man, we done already had a pod. Like, we already had a pod, like, before this. We always do this where we got a time where it's crunch for time. We start talking and then we start getting into the weeds.
Yeah, 45 minutes later, it's like, let's start.
One day we're gonna let y'all in on those conversations, but like this time I couldn't have that conversation out in the open because there's some serious stuff going on with it. But yeah, but I was getting passionate and wound up about that. But anyway, man, so last time you talked about Jake Paul touching up Tank, and if he hits him, it could be over. Are you still on that time? Because I don't know. I was looking at it, it's like, damn, you really think Jake Paul gonna get him, huh?
Nah, I don't think Jake Paul's gonna get him. I think that it's Gervonta's by far the best fighter. Like, I got Tank top 3 pound for pound. Like, I got obviously Terrence Crawford. I'll still put Canelo in there and Tank. Those are my top 3 pound for pounds. But at the end of the day, Tank is 135, and it's not like Tank is walking around at 180 like some of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Right. Small dude.
Did you see the? Go ahead, keep going.
Jake Paul walks around at 220, 225. Right. This fight is at 195. Tank will not make 195. Tank is going to be still coming in at maybe 160, trying to put on weight. So what I'm saying is, I think Tank is going to outbox him, but it's a whole different plan. It's like, it's one thing he's fighting people and you got to really be careful, but Jake Paul's, he ain't a world champion, but he's not a bad boxer. So having someone that is 200 pounds, like, you gotta be, you gotta be, on your toes a little bit. Like, it's not the same as, I don't know. It's not the same as a strong 135 touching you. It's going to be Jake Paul land a punch. Like, we don't know if a 135 could take that punch. That's all I'm saying. Like, I got Tank versus anybody but Crawford. But Crawford, I got Tank versus.
But you scared of Jake Paul though?
No, not at all. I'm just saying the weight. Like, the same reason. The same reason it's tough seeing. Like, is Terrence Crawford gonna go up and fight, Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury? That's damn near the same jump. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about 90 pounds, and it's like, do I think Terrence Crawford can outbox Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua? Yes, but are you taking a punch from the strongest dudes in the world? Like, that's all I'm saying. At some point, you can't go up another weight class. We just don't know where that point is. Like, that's all I'm saying. I don't want to, and I would be pissed if Jake Paul lands something and drop Tank, because he's not a better fighter. I'll say that 100 times. He's not even close. But I would be pissed if he even lands one punch. Like, I'm gonna be sick. Like, or at least keep it even. Like, if you're gonna put Jake Paul in 12-ounce gloves, put Tank in some 8-ounce gloves. Put him in some smaller gloves. You know what I'm saying?
But you said 8-ounce gloves. That's crazy. Hey, man, when is the fight? Isn't it coming up? Like, when?
It's what is it in? I think it's November.
Okay, so we got some time.
They just started their press conferences, and he's like way big.
Speaking of the press conferences, I saw Adin Ross was streaming, and he was riding with Jake Paul, and they had a police escort, and they were going through with a police escort through traffic to the presser. I was like, damn. And then Adin Ross, I don't know how you pronounce his name, but he was streaming during the press conference, and Tank was like making bets, and like, oh, bet on your man, then, you know what I mean? Like,
they put
so
money.
It was just an interesting. Yeah. So I mean, we could say, like, Adin Ross streaming that whole time. So we were talking about streaming earlier too, and the streamers, because shout out to Speed. I Show Speed came through the Pacific Northwest, and I watched the stream. I watched the Seattle stream. He was actually, tapping in with young dudes and talking life into them, and like, don't treat your moms that way. I thought it was dope, man. That's when I hopped in and I saw that part. I was like, man, shout out to Speed, man. And then all the dudes in the Laker chat, shout out to the Laker Lounge. Seawall posted it up in there, and basically that's how I found out it was even happening. And so I tapped in, And I was like, oh man, that's dope. Like, and then, he's going to all the Siggy Seattle spots,
Yeah.
like the Troll and the Space Needle. They went up on the Space Needle and all that other kind of stuff. But he was just roaming the city. And kids, man, it's crazy. Kids were like, it was like LeBron, it was like Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
LeBron, like speed, speed, speed. That's all you hear the whole time is just crowds of people, securities getting people back, speed, speed. And like, I just thought, I was just watching it like, yo, this is the Truman Show, real talk. Like, this is crazy. It's a different era. I fuck with it. I like it. But it's just different, man. It's just different.
No. Yeah.
And like, so that's what made me. And then, you got the Ad Ross, you got the Castanats, you got the
Yeah.
shit, us. Like, I go live. Man, fuck that. I birthed these niggas. I've been going live from Foss on Fridays for 10 years.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
come on. So anyway, I thought that was dope. He went to Portland next. Portland wasn't as lit. They were going to Lloyd Center and stuff, and it was just
Yeah.
empty up in there.
Oh yeah.
Shoot, we had kids. Kids told me this morning at Foss Friday that at Breakfast Club, my man told me that kids was skipping practice to go up to see
Oh, for
Speed
real. Yeah, that's
on the
crazy.
other day.
That's
Yeah,
crazy. But
skipped
I don't
practice,
know.
bro.
Yeah, it's a different era. Like, I mean, when we grew up, there wasn't really, I guess, streamers like that. But I
Yeah.
watched, like, I still watch behind the scenes things of athletes. Like, that's my favorite thing to
Mm-hmm.
watch. Is like, I watch like the quarterback or the on Netflix, or like the All Access that they used to have on Mayweather. That used to be my favorite thing to see the
All
behind.
Access was dope.
Yeah, that was like my favorite stuff to watch. And then nowadays, it's like people just straight up watch people's streams and see what people are literally doing the whole entire day. Like, I don't watch, like, I've never watched any of those people's streams, but I do think that if certain athletes or certain people open things up or had
Oh,
um can show behind the scenes of their, like, they hired a full media team and showed behind the scene, like, if they used certain platforms for the better, like if there was a, like, if they could use a OnlyFans, and it's like, okay, they're showing
mm-hmm.
straight back end, like, workouts, or them hitting the jewelry stores, or them going and
Back it.
looking
Damn,
at
bro,
real
that's
estate,
that's
or
crazy. He's
it'd be hard.
back end workouts is crazy. But
Yeah.
anyway, like he's, he said, "Oh man, I'm sorry. I had it. I was dying. That was funny. You was cooking though. You was cooking. I hear what you're saying though. I hear what you're saying. You was cooking. Yo. So anyway, but yeah, I agree with you. I would be watching that. Um, I would be all over it. No Diddy. And like I think, and I actually lived it because like the other version of that is vlogging. So
Yeah,
vlogging is still a
exactly.
thing. Vlogging is like now is the controlled version of streaming. Like
Yeah.
if you're vlogging, you still can edit it, you still can do, and so that's why like I only vlogged for a year, and
Mhm.
I feel like I did a pretty good job of keeping it real, but there are things that I cut out because I was like, you don't want to see me like sitting here on the couch just eating out of a
Yeah,
fruit
yeah, yeah.
cup. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because then I have to like start talking to the camera. What am I gonna talk? I ain't talking about shit, and that's what half these dudes do. They ain't talking about shit. Like it's just
Oh yeah.
they just being them, and
No,
people
exactly.
like that. People want to see that, and so. But what I learned too was when I was vlogging was like, wow, people are interested in this. Like, I have relationships still to this day from people that met me through that vlog, but I was asleep. They were just watching it. And you can still go back and watch it, the Jackie Robinson files. Um, I've thought about vlogging again because I actually really enjoyed it. I just didn't like being on all the time
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
I can do it. And actually, if we were live, it would be easier for me because then I don't got to edit nothing. I don't got to do nothing. I could just like live. So I understand why they do it and I understand why it's popular. What would be that? What would be crazy is if I know for a fact at some point you're going to have a realtor live of a whole transaction. So
Yeah.
you'll follow the realtor and, they'll just be live and you're going to view the houses with your. Honestly, I think I would watch it.
Oh
I
yeah,
would.
for sure.
I'd tune in.
Yeah, even like going with home buyers or investors over to a house and walking
Hmm.
through what you're looking for and the potential on certain things, or pointing out the good, bad, all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
seeing
watch
what
it.
goes into everything for sure.
I just feel like though that you now you're getting into privacy issues. You're getting
Exactly.
into
Yeah.
like now it's
Yeah.
just there's too much red tape on that for me personally. I just don't think it can fly or will fly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But but I'd watch it. Now it can go bad. So like my man Wayno. So I tap into Wayno. So shout out to Wayno. His show on YouTube. If you're not tapped in, that's more my speed in terms of commentary on hip hop.
Yeah.
Um, but he was talking about the Truman Show, like how shit is really the Truman Show. And I'm like, yeah, man, that it really is. Like, and I don't know if anyone's seen that movie with Jim Carrey a long time ago, but it was basically him, his whole life being recorded, and he
Yeah.
didn't know it.
Yeah.
And everybody else around him did though, because they were watching the show. Like, but it's that just in real time, and it can go wrong. So Rampage Jackson, the US ex UFC fighter who I used to watch, his son is on Kick. Anyway, I think it's Kick or Twitch. He's on Twitch or not Twitch. I think it's Kick. I forget which one. And he went to a wrestling organization, a small wrestling organization. They're streaming it this whole time. He pulls up, all the dudes are in the back before the show, and he runs in this, oh, you haven't heard about this Psycho Les dude or whatever the dude's name is, Psycho something, Psycho Sid or something. And he's like, no, I haven't. And Psycho Sid was in character, although everyone was back there, but Psycho Sid's seen the cameras because like everyone knows, like this kid's a streamer. He's like Rampage Jackson's son is a UFC fighter, or not a UFC. He fights in MMA.
Yeah.
He trains, and he's a beast.
Yeah.
And he's like 22, 23, 24, something like that. This dude, this psycho dude who's a wrestler, small organization wrestler, gets in his face like, oh, you haven't heard of me, blah blah blah. Hits dude over the head with a beer can, like pop. And Raj Jackson's like, the fuck? Like, I wasn't expecting, like, that shit looked like it hurt to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I wouldn't want that because there's like beers going all over the place. He got hit in the head with a full ass beer can, right? So he's like, man, whatever. I was clearly like, what the fuck? And they're like, yo, no, good. I'm good. I'm, like that. So everything dissolves. The show starts. Jackson's sitting in the front row. And then some in between that, one of the dudes, the other wrestling dudes, is like, hey, you can get your get back when you jump in the ring, because it's all scripted that he's gonna jump in the ring and do whatever, right? That's why he's there. So he gets his get back, and this dude's egging him on, and I'm like, bro, don't do that. So Raj, he's in the front row. He finally gets his time where he has to get in the ring, and he breaks up something, takes this psycho dude, picks his ass up, drops him on the ground, and knocks, like, aggravated assault. He leaves the place. He's all jacked up. Like, no, he did. He gets word on the phone, live stream, like, yo, dude's unconscious. He ain't waking up. And he was like, oh, my bad. And so you got to see how he responded to him literally almost killing this dude. He goes to the hospital. Like, it's bad, bro. Like, it's just a bad situation.
After he slammed him, he landed like 10 clean ones.
Oh, you seen it?
Sleep, yes. Clean
yeah,
ones.
Bro.
And like the other people are coming in, pulling him off, and he's really like beefing. Like, it was bad.
He was crashing out. Like, he crashed out
for sure.
In a cold way. Now, is he justified for the slam? Maybe.
But the dude got
slam,
knocked out
maybe.
Slam. After that, chill.
That's what I'm saying.
He landed straight ground and pound shots. Like,
bro, it was not
bad.
good.
Yeah, that was bad.
Not good. And I saw that when I was in Japan, and I was like, yo, this is wild. And so streaming to me is cool, and I enjoy it. I just can see something bad happening on a bigger level to a bigger person, and we're going to all be watching it. We pretty much just watched it 2 Wednesdays ago with old Thumbhead boy getting assassinated, you know what I mean? Or murdered or shot, whatever you want to call it. The white supremacist dude. I'm not even going to say his name. He don't deserve to say my name on my show. You know, that's stuff we don't need to be seeing, man. That's grotesque. We don't need to, and he don't deserve to die like that. You know what I mean? Like, I can not like someone, but not say, and in the same breath say like, yo, that's messed up. Like no one deserves to die that way. You know what I'm saying? No one deserves that. So two things can be true. And we live in this world where like two things, like, I don't know, it feels like everyone's got to be one or the other. It's like, no, bro, like two things can be true at one time. Just because you think something doesn't mean someone else thinks something. You know what I mean? Like we think our own opinion is the only thing. It's like, bro, that's not, I don't know, man. It's crazy. But anyway, the streaming shit is crazy.
Oh
So
yeah.
hopefully, shout out to the streamers. I hope the streamers uh get your money, get your pay, all those things, man. Shout out to Speed for coming up to the Pacific Northwest. He tapped in with Dame, tried to tell Dame that Portland was the most lit. I was like, bro, I watched them both. It's not even close. Seattle was
Yeah.
way more lit. Stop lying to Dame like that, bro. He's lying straight up and down. Let's talk about man. How about this? Is Kyle Raleigh better than Ken Griffey Jr.?
No, I mean,
He said,
it's just a hard no. Like yes, he's having a
Kyle Raleigh's nice though.
He's having a great season for sure. But man,
Yeah.
Ken Griffey was just the guy for like obviously more than a season. Ken Griffey
Yeah.
was the dude. So I mean, you can maybe put him up there as a Mariner now, like in terms of the season he's having. But Ken Griffey was doing shit year in and year out, and he just had that aura. You know what I'm saying? Ken Griffey was the dude. I seen people putting Kyle Raleigh up there with Aaron Judge. Who they're talking about? Someone said Barry Bonds. Nah, I'm not putting it. Like dudes is doing this for years, every single. You know what I'm saying? Every single year. Kyle Raleigh just had a crazy year. I'm not putting him up, guys.
You're not putting up with Griffey yet?
Nah.
I mean, he just broke Griffey's record. I mean,
yeah, I'm not putting him up there.
Yeah, I'm not either. But shout out to Kyle Raleigh. He is the big dumper. It's dope watching him do what he's doing. The AL West champs. We haven't seen that in Seattle in 20 years. Like the Mariners doing their thing. It's fun to watch. J-Rod turned it around at half season. You know, like he couldn't hit nothing at the beginning of the season, and all of a sudden, I don't know what he did. He switched his stance up. I don't know what he did, but he turned things around and started contributing. I casually keep track. I don't watch. I just keep track. I'm not like gonna be excited about whatever because I'm not just. They hated on the Sonics coming back, so I'll never. If you hating on them coming in your section, regardless of what the circumstances was, I just don't got love for you. The Sonics is my favorite team of all time, and that's just my team, man. And so I got love for y'all, but until I get the Sonics back, it's kind of muted a little bit because of the hate. So I'm happy for the fans, though. I'm really happy for the fans and the players and the organization and all that. Super dope. Seattle.
For sure.
Seattle's going through a renaissance, man. We got the Seahawks. Is Darnold the one? Like, is he the one?
Like, it's crazy how like not all-star QBs just thrive in Seattle. Like even not for real. Like,
and you see the Russ hate.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that's what I'm saying though. You see like these quarterbacks really go crazy in Seattle after like not having any type of career or like just to start every year. Seattle fans are like, we're cooked. Like you know what I'm saying?
Every
like,
year, bro.
You look at even this year, look at the roster. You should the QBs and the receivers and like just the full roster and people could front. Everyone said we're cooked. I ain't seen no Blue Fridays yet, so I know they're coming now.
Hey, Blue Friday came and went, didn't it?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like even Geno Smith, he went crazy after like
Geno Smith
having no career since West Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, Smith. And then now you look at it like, I don't know, like Russ went crazy in Seattle and seeing how he is in other places now, it's like, damn, people just thrive in Seattle. Like, imagine if they had a different QB like Lamar or something here now. So I don't know. But
Lamar will go really crazy. Hey, we did low key have a Lamar, but this is the result. This is the result. You saw this, right? Richard Sherman rips Russell Wilson, says he's not a Hall of Famer. Tony Gonzalez said if there's anyone that, so I mean you can see it right here.
Yeah, they're cooking.
Can you hear that? He not lying. That's not a lie.
Nah, not at all.
This
But
part is to trip me out. He talking like that's not him.
yeah, facts. This is how I look at it though. Like, I think that with Russ, like, he went crazy in Seattle. Um, but like, I guess on a decline of someone's career, it's easy for fans and analysis to just forget about what they did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you see it a lot with Russell Westbrook. Like, people forget that he was really on his MVP
bro.
shit to the point where, like, he then averaged a triple double for 3 straight years, and after the second year, they thought it was normal shit. Like, nah, he's
Yeah,
doing all right. And now people just talk shit about him because he's not a starter no more. Or like,
right.
people, the young kids don't know shit about Derrick Rose because they just saw the end of his career being with the T
That's
Wolves.
one of my favorite
So,
players all time.
like, it's hard. Like, if you don't retire on top, they gonna start talking shit regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like,
True.
that's how I look at it with boxing. Like, you're the guy until you're not the guy. It's
Until
like, hey,
you're
he's the
not the
best
guy.
fighter ever. He gets dropped 1 or 2 times, and it's like, man, he's weak. You know, like, now the last week I ain't seen no one fucking with Canelo, and he been the guy for 10 years.
Hey,
So like, it's like people were waiting to get Mayweather out of there. Like, oh, he's older
yeah,
now,
true.
he's done, and it's like he kept winning. But as soon as if he would have fought another couple years, they act like it's over. Like, think about what people are talking crazy about Mike Tyson. He's 60 out there trying to box, and people don't even care about his earlier career no more. So I think with Russ, it's like football players. If you don't finish on top, everyone says you're weak and washed. Like, I think everyone talks about
Hey,
Odell that way. Everyone says Odell, oh, he just had like 1-2 good seasons. He's weak. And it's like, nah, he was nice. He just got injured and he's still trying to play. And so, I mean, I think
right.
you can't take away what he did with the Seahawks. It's like right now he
He
is
won a
what
ring, man. He won a Super Bowl ring, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
and the defense did have a lot to do with that. Like, I'm not like it can be both things, just to my point. It can be
Yeah.
both. It can be both. You know what I mean? Like
It's yeah,
both get
people
credit.
you can't, as soon as people aren't playing no more, they act like they didn't do shit. Like, even that kind of ties into Tua's comments on Cam Newton. Do you see that?
Nah.
So they
What
asked
do you
Tua
say?
how they feel about what Cam said, and Tua said, like, it's easy for someone that just presses record and talks to
Cam was
criticize
him, bro.
someone
Cam
that's
is like,
in the game. And he was acting like Cam was a random dude off the street, like how he can't get a job. I'm thinking, like, Cam was the guy
bro, if
until
Cam wasn't facing Peyton Manning on the other side of that Super Bowl, he's winning the Super Bowl.
he went he
Like, let's
took
be
the
clear.
Panthers 15-0. Like, they didn't have no crazy squad. It was just him. He was the guy.
No, like that's what I'm
Like,
saying. Like, if it wasn't Peyton Manning on the other side, like he had to play against a legend. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like
so
if it wasn't the case, he would win that.
dude, Cam would probably still be playing if he didn't grow out the wicks. You know, NFL owners don't like that. Being
We was
real.
just talking about that in the chat.
Yeah.
Just seeing how J.P. Crawford talked about how in Philly, like some of his teammates, they wouldn't let him grow locks, and I was just talking about how racist like some of the owners and just baseball in general and football as well and every league is racist in its own way. Um, but that's a pretty crazy one where you won't let players have certain hairstyles like that. I
Yeah,
thought
that's
that went away
wild.
a
Like, they're
long
not
time
wearing a
ago.
helmet. Like, I don't know. It's just
How about they
yeah,
do it with them ugly ass mustaches then? If that's gonna be the case, then don't let
yeah,
dudes be
man.
rocking these nasty mustaches. That's nasty, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I get it, like as a look and whatever, but like to me it's just not popping. So
No, yeah, it's
whatever.
like I don't know how you tell someone that any hairstyle is unprofessional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Rock your mustache.
you know what I'm saying? If Cam Newton can't have wicks or locks how he wants, then y'all was loving, like, Troy Polamalu had long hair and he got a Head and Shoulders deal.
Facts. He's
Or
got
Clay Matthews shit was nasty. I don't care. His shit was
Hey,
blowing in the
Clay
wind, hella
Matthews.
wet, and they was loving it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and I don't think no
Yeah.
hairstyle is unprofessional, but what makes you draw that line on only dreadlocks are unprofessional? You know, or you can't play on
Because
this.
it's racist.
You can't play on this team if you have this hairstyle. And I think that it goes on a lot more behind the scenes with certain programs at
100%.
a lot of levels.
College
Like, I mean,
level for sure.
I mean, even
college.
high
I
school
mean,
level.
high school.
I mean, I know
We had
someone.
it. We had it here in town for a
I know
minute.
someone in
Like,
Tacoma that had an afro for a game, and that coach in Tacoma did not let him play in that game.
damn, that's crazy, bro. Like, it. And the crazy part is, as a coach, that never even came up. It never even like came into my mind space. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I actually remember when J Mac, shout out to McLaughlin. Oh, we got to get J Rock on here.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to J Mac. Like, he was the one selling the headbands with the customized headbands, and I was trying to get him on. I was like, "Yo, here's my team. Like, my kids probably want those. Go ahead." You know what
Oh
I
yeah.
mean? Like,
But that's the
yeah,
thing.
like,
There's certain people that have like their hair is part of their marketing and who they are. Like Kobe
right,
White at North Carolina,
mm-hmm,
his hair was even for the Bulls, and that's part of him now. It's like people are
right,
coming to the games with wigs on, and that's part of his marketing stuff. And it's like, damn, you're taking that away from players. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain people that can't get that. Like,
right.
I can't, I wouldn't be able to get no wigs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that's part of his identity. And you
Speaking
as
of,
an
I gotta
owner,
lock my shit up here soon. It's
man,
taking
look,
me too much time to deal with it. I gotta just lock it up
bro,
and call
imagine
it good.
you going to an owners meeting for Windermere, and they're like, hey, man, you gotta cut your shit, or you ain't about to own a
Then I
Windermere.
won't. I won't. I will no longer be an owner for that
Really?
organization.
But that's what control is. It's like, damn, this ain't changing me from doing my job. You know what I'm saying? Me having
Right.
a beard, this type of hair, like this is me. You know, like I
Yeah, I
remember.
agree. It just has never. It never crosses my mind. You know what I mean? And that's what's interesting. Like the fact that it even crosses your mind. I look at, and then in the same breath, people say, "Oh, a meritocracy. We want a meritocracy." I'm like, well, in one way, but we all know it just comes down to racism, like,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
or white supremacists, like centering whiteness. And so it's just like, if it's about merit and about your output and about the results, then that's what it is. Like, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't even like register in my brain. So I don't know. It's interesting that
I
that was
know.
a
It's just like
thing.
there's. I mean, if I grow out and have some dreads, you're gonna tell me it's unprofessional. But if I lost my shit and was bald, now what? Niggas gonna clown me. It's like, you know what
you,
I'm saying though?
it's
And
gonna
I'm
be
not
all
hearing
you're
it,
gonna have to tan your head 'cause it's gonna look
bro.
hella white.
What, bro?
It's gonna
Also, if you're bald, don't talk to me about my hair. Period. What is bad? It's bad.
Hey, you're gonna get to the point to one of the like you get to my age and you can't, and like, it's low key a flex to have long hair because a lot of
Oh,
people
for
my age
sure.
can't grow hair like
Yeah,
that. A
for
lot of men,
sure.
so that's what the shoe Bron got them hair plugs. You
Hey,
got
as soon as
you
he
see it.
retired, though, he's
Oh, let's
he's
go.
Turkish Airlines. I'm telling you, he's out of here. He can't. He ain't done it now because I've seen the 3-month recovery. He, he ain't bumped up in the season, but when he's retired, I'm telling you, he's gonna be off social media for 3 months, and he's
And
gonna
about to
come
come back
back.
with
He's gonna come back
he
with
might have locks. Might come back
bro. He's
with
gonna come back with
locks.
Unc shit from Snowfall. He's gonna have the full to a nephew. He is. I promise you, he's not getting the normal thing. He's not getting the normal thing. He's gonna come back.
No, and you see after the games, you'll see it like they'll be doing the close, like, he's talking in the interview, and you'll see like this part standing up, and the sides is like
Man,
faded. You know what I mean? I'm like,
what?
bro, like just go bald, my
Oh
guy,
my
like, until,
goodness! Nah, when
yeah,
I'm
or
telling you,
put more hair
right
on
when
your
he
head.
retires, he's he gonna not be on social media for a couple months, and he gonna come back with a crazy cut. He's gonna
Hey,
come
just
back
like
with some Jalen
CP3,
Rose.
same thing.
No,
CP3,
yeah,
drew he got a drawn on, like, I'm like, bro, just why draw the line on there? Like, it don't even exist. Like, just go bald, man. Like,
I'm telling you.
I don't know. Like, I'd rather, I don't know, the whole painting your head thing. I
No,
get it if
yeah,
you're painting hair. I get
yeah,
it if you're painting your hair or you're coloring your hair. I get that. I don't get painting a hairline on your hair or on your head just to make it. I don't know. I just will never. please call me on this. Bring this back up because I'm closer than you are. So like, bring this back up, this clip to remind me, people, when I get to that point and I start painting my hairline on my hair. Now coloring, that's different. I'm gonna color my shit. I already feel conscious about my hairline going back. So like, I'm not at Stephen A part yet. But I am conscious about my hairline going back. I gotta sit here and look at my own hairline all the time. I cut my own hair, so of course I pay more attention to my hairline than the normal person. You cut your own hair too, right? So like, you pay more attention to your hairline than the average person, right?
Sure.
Because you know the ins and outs of it. You know where to cut. Like, you know.
No,
and
yeah,
I just been watching and I'm the one that has to push my shit back. Like, that's even worse. I'd rather sit in the chair and let someone else push my shit back
for real,
than
blame
me.
someone else.
Facts.
I'm telling you,
like,
it's bad, but
it's crazy.
In 10 years, and my shit's gone, I'm to Turkey with it. I promise you.
He said, I'm going to Turkish Airlines, Turkish Airways.
I'm finna have some shit. I might get some extra beard too. I'm back with the harden, all that. My shit. I'm telling you.
He said with the harden. Let's get into this convo real quick about the athletes and investments. You can do another crypto episode, just specifically on the market at some point, or maybe I'll drop one like just randomly during the week or something. Just some thoughts. So Angel Reese, and we're gonna segue into the athletes and investments too eventually. But Angel Reese trade, like the Bleacher Report just let's see if I can find it. Bleacher Report just said, she's potentially going to get traded. Would you want Angel Reese in Seattle?
Absolutely. I think Angel Reese is one of those players that you want on your team, but you're going to talk shit if you're playing against her. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not saying she's a like a Draymond type, and I love the Warriors, so that's why it's like, nah, I fuck with Draymond. But it's like, if that's not your team, you're gonna have a problem with her. Like, she's getting goddamn rebound. She's gonna talk her shit. But if she could come to Seattle, man, bring her. That's someone that you want on the squad. Get your boards. Yeah. Bring some extra viewers. That's someone you definitely want on the squad.
So they got the Washington Mystics, they got the New York Liberty, they got the Golden State Valkyries, they got as potential landing spots. And Seattle Storm is 5 out of 6. I like Angel coming to Seattle. Mm-hmm. I think we just drafted Dom, who showed a lot of promise in the Dominique Malonga, the 19-year-old. She's gonna be cold. I just think that would really solidify us for the future.
For sure.
And yeah, I agree with the marketing piece. Like, she just sold out a Reebok shoe, mind you, in 30 minutes. Like, that's never been done. I mean, when's the last time that's been done?
Exactly.
We don't know. Well,
I ain't seen Reeboks be a thing since the Kamikazes, really, since Sean Kemp was rocking shit. It's
right.
So yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So let me show you this. So basically, she just Reebok. Oh, damn. See, why they got to do this, man? I'm going to turn this off. How do I turn this off? Pause on the site. Pause. Yeah. All right. So look at this. CBS Sports. Angel Reese's Reebok signature shoe sells out within hours of launch. All 3 colorways on last Friday sold out. Like, bro, Reebok is selling out shoes. She's got motion, bro. Like,
no, for sure. But
that's crazy.
Yeah. And doing that from the female side, because like, that's the type of people you want in your organization. You know what I'm saying? That's like a female version of LaMelo Ball. Like, look what he just did for Puma. You see all the young kids running the ones. Like, it's just like, nah, it's a whole different, like, them going different ways and not going to people like Nike and Adidas and them going and literally getting their custom shoes. I feel it.
I love it.
They got motion for sure.
Yeah. So right here it says, first signed Reebok with 2023. Shaq and was the brand's president of basketball, and Allen Iverson took Reebok basketball's vice president role. So remember, I was talking about so there's actually a Netflix series on that whole process, and we were talking about athletes and investments and what are good investments and just some examples and how we don't show that enough. Like, we don't show how athletes are investing their money.
Yep.
We show how they fuck up, or we show how it's almost as if we're waiting for them to be terrible.
Exactly.
Why not have like a whole show that's based on just athlete investments? Why not have a show on like what's moving? I know it probably because it doesn't get ratings, but who cares? Yep. I think that's important. So yeah, but just the fact that Shaq and Allen Iverson take over. And remember how Shaq was saying all those things with Angel Reese and whatever, like on shows, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's weird. He's unk, blah blah blah." I'm like, "No, that's him helping his star out that he just signed to sell out the shoe. Like, that's good business. Shaq is a great businessman.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, what Shaq has done with business post career, him, Magic Johnson, like, there's levels. Like you can almost compare what they're doing after to what they're doing. Like, okay, what's better, this many MVPs or having 100 Wingstops? You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff that they've done after is crazy. And like you said, it's I would like to see way more of it. Like let's make a show that shows the back end of what's going on with these players after they retire or while they're playing, like LeBron. Like, who has had a better investment portfolio while they're playing than LeBron?
If they exist, I don't know.
Like, I've seen people like, okay, I'm retired. I got this lump sum of money. I need to make sure it keeps coming back. I've seen people make those moves, but to have an investment portfolio that Braun has, like, he has a school. He owns pizza. He's part owners of
Blaze
so many
Pizza.
Things. It's like, while you're playing is crazy, man.
He owns a stake in Liverpool Football Club and Boston Red Sox through Fenway Sports Group.
Man, what, like, that's, you know how dope that is? Like, just like me going from playing sports to into business and going back and seeing that type of stuff. Like, I what LeBron's doing, Shaq's doing, and Magic.
Bro, LeBron owns a piece of the Boston Red Sox. He's not a majority owner, but he owns through another investment group. Bro. He owns a portion and a stake through that investment group of the Boston Red Sox. That's wild. While you're still playing. And he co-founded Spring Hill Entertainment. So you got Maverick Carter that helps out with that. That's running that. And that's LeBron too. And what I keep telling people about Spring Hill is like, they do a great job of highlighting creators and Black and brown creators and just creators of all kinds, but really making sure that Black and brown creators have a voice too. But also they have shows and executive produced shows on pretty much every major network on TV while he's still playing. And I'm like, and then you got Uninterrupted, which is his deal, and people get mad, and especially MJ stands, they get mad about him having his own things. Oh, did you see that also? No Chill Gil, or the Gil and Josiah Johnson and all them, like that show is clutch.
Yeah.
So that was like, that's a LeBron. Like, so I mean, his arms are his arms are in so many things like that he. Yeah, it was gonna sound a little crazy. His arms is it was gonna sound a little crazy. I knew, but it's just crazy how much his tentacles how his tentacles are in everything. Pause. While he's still playing and breaking records. That's the thing too. Like, people just are not appreciating LeBron, man. Like, he's literally scored the most points of anything, and he's just like has all these other ventures going on at the same time while he's still playing and breaking records and doing unprecedented things in a sport, in any sport. It doesn't matter what sport it is. It's crazy what he's doing. And I feel like, and I talk about this in the chat, like, I'm sick of the tearing down of athletes, and I think it's racist. I do think we're going to look back and say, like, you know what? What Braun went through is racist. Like, name another athlete that's the best at ever at whatever they did that had some people that literally built whole careers off of like shitting on him the whole time, like on a daily basis, on a whole national network.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can name one. I don't think you can name any. And even right now, when I look at Ohtani, for example, he's a similar story. Like, when I went to Japan and I saw his story, I would sleep on his story. I was like, yo, he's basically LeBron. Like, what he's doing, I've never seen in baseball. I've never seen a pitcher do what he's doing. Like, I've never seen it. Like, we've never seen it. He's the best to me. Like, but I don't see anybody detracting from him. I don't see
Yeah.
any like pundits that are coming on TV every day, pause, and like just saying how bad he is and how terrible he is and comparing he's not Babe Ruth and you know what I mean? Like that narrative just doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I don't see that for any other sports athlete except LeBron. And
No, yeah.
maybe I'm wrong. If
Maybe this
I don't
is
know.
US, but like even if we could keep it in the NBA, if with Joker, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't
Mm-hmm.
matter, good game, bad game, people they love Joker. If he's not shooting the last
He don't
shot, it's
get no
like
smoke.
he's unselfish. Oh, that's a good pass. If Braun passes, which Braun is a great passer, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
man, he don't want it. He don't have that that Kobe or Jordan instinct. He's not on their level. And it's like, damn, that wasn't a bad play. You know, it's like no
And,
matter what, he's getting criticized for every
and it'd be black people too. That's the
oh
thing.
yeah, for
It's like
sure.
black people be the worst about LeBron. MJ like I'm just like, bro, this is crazy. Like, why do you hate him so much? And some people, it's like, oh, I can't stand LeBron. I hate him. Why? Because he moved teams. That's the reason why? That's the same thing as saying Obama had a tan suit. Like,
No,
that's the reason why you know what I'm
no,
saying? I'm not saying Obama was a perfect president. I don't agree with everything he did, but the whole hubbub was over. His biggest hubbub was him having a tan suit.
yeah.
LeBron's biggest hubbub was him saying that he's the GOAT or him moving teams to Miami. Like,
But
that's the biggest
what I'm saying
blemish.
is when other players do it, it's not a problem. Or
Right.
why do people don't have a problem with Messi leaving a team and going and playing in Miami?
Right.
Messi went to Miami too.
Right.
Or or
he did. He did. He did
literally,
go to
it's like, oh,
Miami. Ain't
David
that
Beckham's been
funny?
over here. Now it's like, oh, he's a superstar. That's a great business move. It's
And
like you're
yes, I
coaching
understand. There were people
LeBron.
that didn't like that. There were
Yeah,
people in that space that didn't like it, but I'm just saying overall you didn't have a literal commentary that like carried across genres and
yeah.
demographics
It's a
that
tear
hated
down
on dude.
where it's like, okay, there's different markets you're obviously going to make more money and you're more marketable. And you just as a person outside of sports, you're probably going to have more fun in. He is going
Yeah.
to have more fun in Miami. So Messi, David Beckham, those guys going to those teams, and then now you talk about KD going from Oklahoma City to uh Golden State. He still
Mm-hmm.
gets shit for it. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
I'm
Katie
like,
might be cursed, bro. Do you just see Fred Van Fleet? Fred
yeah,
Van Vliet out for the
yeah,
season, bro. Like
yeah.
he might be cursed, man.
He should have came
That
back to the
move might have
Warriors.
he should have came back to the Warriors, bro. Stay with Steph and
Hey,
them, man. Like
I'm telling you,
but but again, I feel like that the chatter made him go there. The
yeah,
chatter
yep,
made
exactly,
him leave. You know what I'm
exactly,
saying? You
yep,
know that whole meme of LeBron like or Draymond being like pumping him up and then calling him a B. You know, I'm just like, bro, this
yeah.
is crazy. Like
No, I see certain
it's
things where
crazy.
like it's just double standards or things. Like even if we circle it all back around, I think that Tank fighting Jake Paul for more money is the same shit as Ronaldo leaving Europe to go play in Saudi Arabia right now. Like
Damn.
you're
Yeah.
considered the best player in sports, but for more money, you went and played in a piece of shit market. Like that's not
Yeah.
even close to being as good. And everyone's like,
And he about
why
to
would
go
you
there
not?
and just dominate.
Yeah, why would you not go there? It's way more money. It's for him and his family. Now Tank does it, and it's like everyone got a problem with it. It's like, bro, at the end of
Yeah.
the day, it's literally
Yeah.
about it's you're playing that sport for money. If you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole point. The thing with KD, and that I'm proud of, because I love KD. He's one of my favorite players. I think he's one of the most down to earth athletes you're ever gonna
Yeah.
like superstars of his caliber. He's one of the most like down to earth dudes. Um, I love how what he's done on the business side of things. Like he's really like circling back to what we were talking about business.
Mm-hmm.
Like let's see, he's 35 Ventures. He's invested in Coinbase.
Oh yeah.
You know, he has actually there was a story about him just finding his Coinbase helping him out finding his
Yeah.
Coinbase
Yep. Yep.
password.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Postmates, Overtime, cannabis startups. Like he's really done a good job there. Even on a smaller scale, like locally, you have Sean Camp who got in trouble. Like he's on house arrest or something right now for whatever. But still, the fact that I'm seeing him, owning bars or owning, a weed shop here or there, just out in the community and at least doing something. And I know a lot of athletes do it on the low. But here's a question for you. Like, let's say it's a smaller athlete. Like we've been naming like Kevin Durant, LeBron James. Obviously, those are like, and Magic Johnson or LeBron or like, of course, those are like gigantic contracts. What
Mm-hmm.
about someone that's on like a lower contract or like a smaller contract, maybe even an overseas contract?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what does that look like for them?
No, yeah. I think that, I mean, no matter what, especially lower contract, I feel like you have to invest in something. You know what I'm saying? It could be stocks, crypto, it might be real estate, but what the value of the dollar has done, you holding on your money, you're losing money. There's no other way to put it than you're losing your money. Everything is going
Yeah.
up. So, I mean, real estate, maybe it is going in with other people and renovating and trying to rent it. That looks a little different now with rates being up, but maybe it's having a team help you flip properties while you're gone. You can hire
Hmm.
someone to do these things for you and make more money. Or maybe it is having a team that's helping you understand your crypto, what stocks you're buying. It's where you're
Hmm.
putting your money so you're actually getting a return, or at least understanding where you're putting money. A lot of people don't know where they're putting it. But you if it is a smaller contract, if you are overseas or you're it's not no crazy contract, you got to put your money into something, especially if you're thinking about the end goal of retirement, or because most players when they retire, they want freedom. You know what I'm saying? They're not
Right.
trying to
Right.
retire, come back to like, okay, I'm going on a couple of vacations and I'm coming back to a 9 to 5. Like athletes do love that freedom side of it. So it's like, okay, I think that while you're playing, you should start planning ahead. Have the right people in your corner that starts planning and helping you look into some investments, or if it is starting a side business, investing in a side business, um, trying to get into those
Right.
private equity groups. Like even on the big contract, you see a lot of guys now that you don't know it, but they're invested into other NFL teams, like Caleb Plant, a boxer. He's
Mm.
a private equity group that now that he got into, and now he owns a tiny, tiny percent stake in I forget what NFL team it is, but you see that a lot with some of these athletes where it's like they're actually looking for it though. If you're not looking for investments, it's not gonna come to you. But when you actually understand and you're looking into, you know, you're looking for those to come, that you're not gonna miss
You're
out on
looking
it.
for him to come.
Come on, man. It's like and I've talked about this story before. I didn't know anything
Yeah.
about stocks, crypto, bonds, investments at all in college. So when someone's talking to me about Bitcoin and I'm uneducated in it, I miss my opportunity. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that if you have those people in your circle where you're just having conversations about investments, stocks, crypto, real estate, businesses, you might not miss your opportunity when it presents itself. Um, and that's the biggest thing is just there's a lot of
Here,
things
I'm
that,
gonna
but yeah,
I think this can illustrate it a little bit. I'm going to show this is just from bankrate.com. So when we talk about it, like what is a rate that someone might want? So this is just from Bankrate. I just did a quick search and landed on Bankrate. And this is where you can get like mortgage rates and all that kind of stuff. Um, so Capital One, these are different savings accounts where you might get an APY of 3.85%. But most people, I guess this is what you want to look for. You want to look for something that you can get, I think, 3 to 5% on average is just kind of like normal. But typically, a lot of times we have our savings account. If you look at your savings account, I know mine is set up this way where you might only get a tenth
yep,
of a percent.
exactly,
You know
yep,
what I'm saying? Like you might get a tenth of a percent back on your money. And if you look at your savings account, look and see what that return is, or go back to a yearly statement or an annual statement and see if you're getting, what you're getting out of that. And over like 5 to 10 years, like if you just keep it in savings, like you're literally losing money. Why? Because of inflation.
yep,
So that dollar today is going to buy you less in 10 years. And if you just keep it in savings, you're literally losing money.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the bank is only giving you 0.1, as I just showed you. And you know what the bank is doing with your money while it's staying in there? They're lending it out to people at the rates of 7%, 6% to 10 different people. 10 different people. It's called the multiplier effect. I read a book on why black banks didn't work, and this is it just explained how banks basically do all of this. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. And that's why, like, if we all asked the bank for our money back, they wouldn't have it because they, they lend it out, and it's all just a numbers game and false dollars, I guess, if you
Yep.
will. So the more they print, which they are, the M2 money supply actually is hitting all-time highs. Let's see if I can find that. I'll bring that up. M2 money supply versus Bitcoin actually would be interesting to watch because that could answer a question whether we're going to go higher or not. And I've shown that on here before, like a long time ago. I just haven't seen it here. Hold on. I know we got to get going here soon too. Let's just show this real quick. So this is the M2 global money supply. The white is Bitcoin price. The money supply is the pink, and you can see here. So as of June, so this only goes back to June. But if you were to look at the global money supply, and the Bitcoin goes further because we have that price. But typically, the Bitcoin price, the M2 money supply should be showing over here because it's about, I think, a 90-day lag. And the M2 money supply actually, and what the M2 money supply is just the global amount of money that's in the system, just the
Yeah.
liquidity, like the amount of dollars for every country. So anyway, that's, just something to think about. The more money that's getting printed and thrown in the system, the less your dollars are going to be able to buy. So if you hold it in savings, and so for any athlete or whatever, so when we talk about the athletes with different, smaller portfolios, and smaller is all relative. Like that to me, it's a lot of money, but just considering putting in somewhere where you can get 3 to 5% return on average, or just at the lowest end. So, and if you need help with that, hit us up.
Exactly.
Or come on the show. We can talk about it.
Yep.
So anyway, put me on, man. What you got? What else you got?
What I've been on. Hey,
last week it was Zenith.
Yeah, last week was Zenith. This week I'm gonna put everyone on. Since we talking about investments, I'm gonna say stock options. I've been on my options. I started probably like 2 months ago, and I was just trying to break even. Being transparent, I had grown my first month. I grew the account from 1,000 to 5,000 just trading options.
Nice.
Not understanding certain thing. I had put something into NASDAQ. I blew my whole account, but started again last week with 1,000 and shoot, made 2K this morning. So I'm gonna go stock options. Lil bro Alex has been running it up in options.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, he's been running it up in options. Mikey just dropped a little book on it.
Yeah, Dumb Money. Dumb Money. Shout out.
But yeah, so put me on. I'll say options. Shout out to Mikey. Check out his book, his course. Shoot, if you're into options, send me a DM because I mean, I'm trying to learn more. I fuck with it. So
yeah, I think the S&P 5, like, so that's where I would put, like, if I had, if like just to our point with just what we were talking about, like parking it somewhere that's was going to go up in the future. The S&P 500 has hit all-time highs pretty much all year long. Yep. And so we're in this up-only environment. As long as this administration is in office, you're going to see that.
Yep.
In my opinion, because that's what they do everything for. That's their North Star is capital markets and capital and finances. I just think it's an environment to at least be paying attention to the S&P 500 and having some exposure to it. That's just my opinion. Like in equity, S&P 500 equity, like if you're looking at more of a traditional and you don't want to do stock options, that's an option as well. So yeah, good stuff. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I'll put y'all on these AirPods Pro 3. I have small ears, pause, and I don't even know if that's a pause, but I'm going to do it just in case. And these are the first earbuds in my whole entire existence of life. I turn 47 next week that have stayed in my ears while working out, while talking. You'll notice on the last ones I'd always be pushing back in. These ones I don't have to do it as much, and I've actually ran and did it without my little silicone things that I got to put in there. Like, so these ones stay in my ear, man. They're different. They sit different in your ear, and they're louder. They got a little more bass. They do live translation, which is a trip.
That's fire. Yeah.
So, anyway, AirPods Pro 3 and the Jordan 40s. The Jordan 40s, dusty rose, patent leather. People are sleeping on those, but when I show up in them joints, people will be like, "Yo, I didn't know." Patent leather Jordan 40s, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the ones. With that, y'all, brick by brick, tap in next week. We'll have some more announcements on the ETC hoodies during the week. Hopefully, I'm gonna be gone, but I'll figure out something. Anyway, y'all be good, y'all.
Yep.
All right. Peace. Oops. I gotta turn this off. All right, man. I gotta stop it. There we go.
Brick by brick.